We're with Erin, Conn, a senior on the Eastern Women's Lacrosse team, the team getting back from South Carolina where they played Worcester State. Erin, how'd the trip go in general?
The trip went well. We were supposed to have 2 games, but unfortunately one got canceled due to field conditions, so that was a bummer. But it was a good team bonding experience for us, especially with the younger players. Our game didn't go how we were hoping for it to go, but overall it was a great trip for us.
Well, you talked about team bonding, and you've been to South Carolina before as a sophomore. Why was bonding more important this time around?
It was more important just because we have such a divide. We have so many freshmen and so few upperclassmen. We only have 5 seniors to 10 freshmen. So the trip definitely, I learned so much about my teammates, even the ones I've played with before that I didn't know before. And I saw it yesterday at practice. We kind of play better already, just knowing each other better. So hopefully it'll help us out in the coming, I guess, weeks, months. I don't know.
Yeah, about a month.
Yeah.
So when you go down there, you play a game or 2 and you practice and you work out, but really maybe more of the benefit of that kind of trip is everybody getting together, wouldn't it be?
Definitely. And Coach has said that in the past. The purpose of this trip, it's not necessarily a training trip. It's more of a team bonding experience, which we've had in past years, but this year it was definitely more pronounced, just because we are kind of half freshmen and half everyone else.
It's tough for you as a senior. There's only a couple of seniors on this team because you don't want to go out, you don't want to end your career on a rebuilding season, no matter what. Hey, this team might be really good in 2 years, but you're not going to be here. Can this team, started out 1-5, but can this team get to where last year's team got at the end of the year?
I definitely believe that we can. This schedule, the tough schedule we've had for non-conference games kind of reflects what we had my freshman year when we didn't start out so well. We ended up doing really well towards the end of that season. I think that we can get there, and I think that having these tough games will only help us. It's definitely not hurting us in terms of the conference. We're getting better every game. So.
Well, in your first 3 years here, there were a large handful of people that could score goals. This year, it's more you and Ashley Walk. But do you look at it that way? Is there only 2 people on this team that can score goals?
No, definitely not. There's Ash, myself. We have Meg Aramita, who's a junior, Tess Mraz, who's a sophomore, and a number of freshmen: Devin Duran, Paige Schneider, Karen Trescott, Nicole Fretz. We can all easily put the ball away if the defense is giving us room to do it. I really see this being more of a balanced attack this year, especially in the coming games now that we're meshing better.
As the team is starting to progress, what does it look like, and we didn't really talk about this, but what does it look like are the strengths of this year's team as the season progresses?
I think that our big strength, definitely, we're getting better in all aspects of the game, but our stick skills this year are better than they have been in past years, and we just are smarter lacrosse-wise. We're making smarter decisions on the field, and even though our first couple of games aren't showing it, I think that we're putting it together piece by piece.
But you also talk about the athleticism on the younger kids, huh?
Yeah, they're great. They're across the board. They're all just natural athletes. They're good lacrosse players. I'm happy that they're my teammates and they're not on other teams.
Yeah.
They're great.
Well, you talked about the freshmen, the first couple of weeks, first couple of games of the season. They would play very well in practice, but taking what you do in practice and getting it and incorporating it into the game is sort of a process, isn't it?
It definitely is, especially for them. The first game was a big wake-up call. The college game is so different from the high school game. So they've been adjusting bit by bit each game that we have. So I'm excited to see what they bring to us for the rest of the season as they get more and more acclimated.
Well, you've had 2 games this year so far that were winnable games. You beat Salve in one of the best games of all time, and then you lost to Worcester State. When you went into the Worcester State game, you knew it was a winnable game. Was it sort of disappointing that you didn't come out with that win?
Oh, so disappointing. We were expecting to win. We wanted to win. I think that our breakdown in that game was just, we're not at the point where we can play a full 60 minutes how we know we're capable of, and we had a 10-minute breakdown in the beginning of the second half, and that's what ultimately caused us to lose that game. So I think that as our games progress and as we get better and better, we won't see situations like that happening to us as much.
You talked about a lot of the freshmen that are very talented, and as many as 7 start at one time. Talk a little bit about the freshman goalie, Taylor Emerson. Seems like a very resilient kind of person.
She is. She's great. She's so intense between the pipes, but then off the field, she's one of the sweetest and funniest people I've ever met. She is entertaining, to say the least. But in goal, she gets the job done. She is a great goalie. I'm not even mad when she saves my shots because they're great saves. She's really one of the better goalies that I've ever played with.
You talked about her intelligence out there.
She sees the field so well. She makes smart decisions when she's clearing the ball. She knows when she should come out of the cage or not to pick off a pass. She's, like I said, probably one of the better goalies that I've ever played with. And I've been playing a while, so
yeah,
that's definitely saying something.
Well, out of your last 8 games, you're going to play 6 in the conference. Before we talk a little bit about this year's conference, just reflect back a little bit on that great run last year when you guys won 3 games on the road to win the conference. Was that one of the highlights for most of the people on the team?
Definitely. I would say with confidence that was one of the highlights of everyone's lacrosse careers. It was a great 3 games from us. Probably one of the best experiences of my life. I'm speechless when I think about it. It was so great.
At what point did you really think that you could win that playoff? Right away when you played Western?
It was different stages. When we played Western, that was kind of like a revenge game. Like we wanted to get them back for beating us in the regular season. Then we went into Plymouth, and we were like, we have nothing to lose. So then when we beat them, we were like, okay, this is it. We're not done. This is it. We're taking this home. This is ours. We're going all the way. And then we did, and it was great. There's no other words I could use to describe it.
You have a lot of different faces this year, but can you carry that momentum into this year for the conference games?
I think so. All of us returners, we want it. We want that title again. We've put less emphasis on our conference games this year. We're treating every game as equally important, and I think that will help our freshmen when we hit conference, especially since we've had tougher games in the beginning of the season. I definitely feel that we are capable of repeating this year.
So Eastern Connecticut is going to open up their Little League season on Saturday at the Mansfield Outdoor Complex. They will be taking on Rhode Island College. Erin, thank you. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.